Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious. U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. And this carries into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. That will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. First carry for DeAndre Swift. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st down, Stafford here. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Took a as they come up 2nd and 10. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's going to air one out. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Finds his tag in Ingram. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked on down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 3-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
6-yard line.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And the Lions 1st down. That's the end of the 1st quarter with no score.
on 1st and 10. Stafford. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
On 2nd down now, Swift. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Take over 1st down.
And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7. Lions.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
3rd and 2, Stafford. Throwing right, and that's complete. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And at the 25-yard line, the Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. 54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Stafford here coming off his pick six. And Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now left side on the swing pass. Well, he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a 1st down and a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. Chubb pushing through the contact. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Nick Chubb stopped short, and the Lions will take over. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From the 27, Stafford, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the Lucky, an interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Points to score, Vikings 21. Lions.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
3-yard line.
There he goes, right side. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Good job. 97 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And Parker, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get
into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And that will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Less than a yard.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing deep for Galladay. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. With safety, Terrell Edmonds picks it. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you call multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Yeah, he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack.
Normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Now it's Swift. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
47-yard line.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run. and just lost track, and it cost him.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That third down conversion good for 23.
First down.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Swift. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
And the ball carrier.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. And the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Jackson's
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
at their own.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly. That was so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
45-yard line.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. The Lions on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the gun, Jackson going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And Ingram holds it in. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
16-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
The 6-yard line.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Flush to his right. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
They'll try to run this one in. Oh, and they had it stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Jackson, this will be caught at about the 6. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And Gay knocks this one through. They're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many.